spooky followers. My name is Indigo Grimm, and I'm back from the holiday season. And just say it was fun and more enjoyable. And I got a lot of leftovers to last me for at least a month or two. But now I'm back. And I got a little announcement as well. If you didn't watch my Sister from Another Mother, Mal the Music Kitsune, this on January the 1st, 2nd, the 2nd, of the new year, this form that you see now will be disappeared because I will be doing a new improved debut of my new form in all the spooky glory and some surprises as well for my lovely spooky followers. So, I hope that your bones are ready and your fear as well. Because this form that you see will be brand spanking new. And I hope that your bones are ready for it. But enough about that. I'm here to review a song. And this one's going to be very unique because it's also about a storyteller. This storyteller, and from fantasy to all, storytellers tells the story of venture, daring, epic, and some romance if you think about it. Depend which one. But that's just in fancy. But in stories, the stories that come to life, and that what the writer wants. Bring their stories to life. From fantasies to romance. And coming from me, who is a major bookworm for multiple tales in the fantasy base or mystery based or paranormal cozy mystery. Now that is something I would love to read. But I also read something more romantic in the but more strange paranormal romance. And that's totally fine. And yes, go ahead and make fun of me. I don't care. It's my choice to read it or not. Hell, if I had a boyfriend or girlfriend, they would understand my true, reading expertise. So there. But like I said, but what would happen if the story that you make comes to life? But for some storyteller, it might be a blessing to make their own story come true of daring adventurers and saving a princess in distress. But what would happen if the stories become a curse? Basically, a curse is that the the story became more gruesome, more shocking, or even deadly. That's not good. And that's actually pretty bad for the writers or a storyteller as well. For me, it's not exactly a curse. Basically, you just have to be careful what you write. A lot of writers are very good in making stories, and that's what I like. Reading books from very unique story writers or storyteller. Some of them I actually amazed how they could make words into stories. It's not a curse, but for this song, it is. And the song I'm here to review is called The Storyteller's Curse, a dark folk ballet by Echo the Vitrine. Yes, I already reviewed one of her songs a couple months ago. I think. Bear with me here. I can't keep up what I reviewed. This came out 6 months ago, and I'm here to review it. So, no more delays. Let's see how this does. Like usual, I already got the video already up and running. And already I see a very beautiful maiden and a candlelight. So, let's begin. In three, two, one. Ooh.
She comes to town when harvest ends with stories wrapped in velvet bags. The children gather, make amends with coins and bread and colored rags. But every tale she tells comes true within a fortnight, maybe three. The heroes die, the lovers too, exactly as they're meant to be. Tell me a story, make it bright, but know the price before you pay. Every story comes to life in the most twisted way.
I love the music, the instrumental, and the visuals. So delightful. Butterflies,
A
flames.
girl once begged for fairy tales of princes brave and kingdoms won. But when the story's magic pales, her prince lay dead, her kingdom done. A merchant asked for tales of gold, of treasures found in distant lands. The story played out as foretold, but gold turned dust between his hands. Tell me a story, make it bright, but know the price before you pay. Every story comes to life in the most twisted way.
But music is good.
She never meant to curse the words, she only wanted to bring joy. But fate's a beast that can't be heard, and stories are its favorite toy. Now she tells tales of simple things, of bread that rises, rain that falls, of ordinary happenings that won't destroy us after all. Tell me a story, keep it small. The simple truth is all we need. Grand adventures make us fall when fantasy becomes the deed. She comes to town when harvest ends with stories safe from mortal friends.
Poor thing. But that was good. More than good. Fantastic, but also sad as well. Truly sad. Think about it. She brings tales, stories to life, but with a heavy price. It's actually pretty sad. That's why a lot of people, maybe the town folk think that this storyteller that with magic, call it a curse, even though she didn't mean to do it. After all, there are some stories that actually falls from good grace, and no, I'm not going to talk about one. Most of the books that I read is very good, fantastic, and highly recommended in book talk and other story social media. But one particular that I don't read is mm, with multiple tropes. One particular that mostly does it, mostly horror movies. But in the story, it's kind of more different, so I'm not going to talk about it. But writers are supposed to be infatuated and bringing their stories to life, especially for the readers. But in this case, the storyteller actually bring stories to life, but has a heavy price to pay. From two heroes that saves the girl, both die tragically, or even a kingdom that is won by a dragon but laid waste after the end. That's actually pretty sad and mostly shocking. It got to the point that the townsfolk want just simple, ordinary stories like what's the best day to bring good bread, or other, or when the rain falls. Basically, even though the storyteller didn't mean to bring these cursed stories and her words to it, it's not her fault. It's just fate, her magic fate. It's actually pretty sad. But for those who are story writers or storyteller, don't don't think that this song is a curse. No, no, no. And I mean no. But it's actually a good way to tell your story and bring them to life, no matter what happens. If it is a good story in your heart, bring it out, no matter what. Don't jinx this because you listen to this song. After all, storytellers and story writers. Without them, we wouldn't have stories today to read, to bring ventures to romance, or good mysteries for a time that is so good to read a good book. So, for me, this song is good, even though it's sad for the storyteller who has this curse than a blessing. But it also shows that they still tells the stories no matter how bleak it is. So for me, I'll at least give this song at least a 10 out of 10 and a whopping 85 hearts for this one. But what about you guys? What do you think about this song? I highly recommend you go check it out for yourself. But I better get going. I got another song to review, and this time I'm going back to a nightmare realm called the Nowhere, and three lovely children trying to escape from this nightmare. So until then, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay spooky, my friends.